What's up, carpoolers?
Corduroy Paco's mobile vlogging unit
Is back, and we are in I am terrified of the dentist effect. See, now if we're gonna get into this, which I think we are, do you want to do this? You want to do this right here? Right here, really? Right here? Right here? You want to do this? Okay. I have not been to the dentist since the 1990s, which is like 7 years ago. Wait. I stopped going to the dentist pretty much after I was off my parents' dental plan. Seriously, do you know how expensive the dentist is? I bet actually you all do know how expensive it is because you probably go to the dentist regularly like you're supposed to, like a human being. If a piece of ice cream hits any part of any tooth, it's like someone's shoving a bamboo shoot under my fingernails. It hurts so bad, it makes me make this face. You know people who put the soup in their mouth when it's still piping hot? And it's like, you idiot, now you gotta make that noise and that face. I wanna punch you in your stupid hot mouth soup face. Regardless. Okay, see now the dentist, man, I've never been down with the dentist. I've always been an anti-dentite. And not the person himself. I don't mind the dentist. He's a good guy, I bet. I've never seen him unless he's got his hands in my mouth. But other than that, I'm sure he's probably a normal person. He probably doesn't do that to everybody on every social occasion, I'm assuming. Maybe he does. Maybe that's his thing. The whole system is horrible to me. You sit there with your mouth open, and I have something weird with my jaw. So if I keep my mouth open for too long, it's like I get like lockjaw. So that's number one. Number two is the stuff they use to take the stuff off your teeth. It's like medieval tools, man. It's like a spiky picky thing, and then there's a drill, and it drilled in the noise, and oh my God. I've had many cavities in my day, probably because I'm so scared of the dentist. You'd think if I'm scared of the dentist, I would have taken better care of my teeth. But for some reason, that logic didn't hit me until about 30 feet ago. And I'm like, oh man, my whole life has been run the wrong way. My first ever dentist actually threw all of his stuff down and yelled, "I'm not working on this kid anymore," and then kicked me out. My first dentist refused to work on me. So then I went to this other dentist who actually would put this gassy nose stuff on me, and I'd breathe in and out really deeply, and I'd listen to this Raggedy Ann and Andy tape that they had at the dentist's office. And this is how it went. I swear this is how it went every time. I'm sitting there, I'm breathing in and out, and then the chair you're in, or chair I was in, maybe you were in it too if we went to the same dentist. Not at the same time, hopefully, unless I was passed out and let other people sit in the chair with me. My chair would go like this, lift up the ground and start wiggling, and then wiggle too much, and it would pour me out, and I would fall. I'd fall through the dentist's office in this weird dreamscape of like 1980s computer digital lines and stuff. It was crazy, man. That was probably the highest I'd been at 7 years old. So carpoolers, are you guys scared of anything like that? Like I'm not talking like snakes or like, Gila monsters or whatever. I'm talking like just a dude doing a job that just terrifies you. Put it in the comments. So carpoolers, let me know what you're scared of. Check out all my @Corduroy Paco dealings, and please remember to check your mirrors.